Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Steve Min. I'm the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at Loopy Development Partners. And on behalf of my partners John Wall, Brian Flackney, and Aaron Dietrich, we'd like to officially welcome you to the grand opening of East Side Apartments at Wilson Ridge. Thank you all for coming. Bringing affordable housing options to the St. Paul community is extremely important. It allows people to find a home they can afford and contributes to the economic vitality of the city. That's why my partners and I are excited to be here and do our first project here in St. Paul. East Side Apartments provides 114 affordable apartments, which are now, I'm pleased to announce, 100% fully leased. We did it in 6 months. Thank you. The building has some fantastic features that you normally find in market rate apartments. A fitness center, an outdoor pavilion, underground parking, a business center, a community room, and lots more. You'll have a chance to see it today. We're going to have a tour starting around 12:15. You can walk the entire building, and we have about 6 apartments that you can take a look at. They're all occupied, but our residents have been kind enough to allow us to come in and take a look at their homes for the afternoon. We're proud to partner with John Wall, Brian Flackney, and Aaron Dietrich on this development, and we have an appetite for more in St. Paul. Together we've developed the Wilson Ridge Apartments. We remodeled those units, and I'm pleased to say we were able to keep them naturally occurring affordable housing, even though we privately invested in them. These buildings combined offer a total of 216 affordable units, and we are pleased to be part of this neighborhood, Dayton's Bluff neighborhood. Having made those remarks, I would like to just quickly introduce our honored guests. Mayor Melvin Carter and Councilmember Jane Prince. Since Mayor Carter's historic election in November, Mayor Carter has been engaged in the metro-wide discussion of addressing the affordable housing crisis in this community. And by his presence today, we hope he's signaling how strong the priority will be in his administration. Mayor Carter, the task at hand is huge. You have at your disposal not only a highly professional PED staff, but you also have a very engaged and willing community development enterprise, the developer community that is willing and interested in working with you. So I welcome you to East Side Apartments and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve. I'm excited to be here and appreciative of all of the work that all the development partners that Loopy has put in to investing in creating safe, affordable housing for members of our community. Our crisis and our need could not be more acute. Right now in St. Paul, our population is growing, our vacancy rates are low, families are searching for months for housing. We are nearing an all-time high population in our city. Our population in the last 8 years since the 2010 census has grown by 24,000 people, and it's projected to just keep on going. So that's a whole lot more housing units that we need on the east side and across our city. So to celebrate today the grand opening of 114 units, to celebrate today the occupancy of 216 new units for our city is very critical and it's very important. Yes, my presence here today does symbolize the importance and the priority that we're going to be placing on our need for affordable housing for people at all levels of income throughout our city in all of our neighborhoods. I'm excited to be here. I'm appreciative that this space is naturally occurring affordable. I'm appreciate that this space is vibrant. As you look at it, it's vibrant, it's colorful, it's high quality housing, it's everything that we anticipate filling our housing need with. So thank you for your investment in this city. We'll look forward to continuing to partner with you to meet our housing need in St. Paul.
Great. Thank you.
I know that we have a number of other people in this space that have been a part of this team. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out specifically Jonathan Sage Martinson, who served as our director of our Department of Planning and Economic Development. It's good to see you here. Thank you so much for your presence and all the work that you've done to make this and so many other things in our city a reality. And without further ado, we talk a lot about the team that's required. And so am I giving it back to you to introduce our next speaker? So I definitely want to say thank you to our council member for this area, Councilmember Jane Prince. I know she'll be speaking with you next, but you know, all of this has to happen with a team spirit, with a team effort, and all of us working together, the mayor's office, the city council, our city staff, our private developers, all working together is critical towards building the city of the future, the city that truly works for all of us. Thank you very much.
And as a developer who has some elective experience, I can tell you I recognized immediately the value of someone who understood the problem, was willing to fight to solve the problem, and was not only an advocate, but an enthusiastic advocate for getting the project done. And for the last 3.5 years, Councilmember Jane Prince and her office, particularly with her aide Stephanie Haar, have been our champions at St. Paul. Getting the financing together for this project was no mean feat, and she made it happen. So without further ado, Councilmember Jane Prince.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Mayor Carter. Thanks, Steve. It is a thrill for me to open this great project in my ward on the east side. Lupe and their colleagues were our dream partners. They worked really sensitively with neighbors in the area. They worked really closely with the Dayton's Bluff Community Council, and as a city council member, you just couldn't want more than that. And Steve, having been a former city council member, did bring that level of sensitivity to this project. The development of new and affordable housing on a soon-to-be light rail line, the Gold Line, will go in by here in, construction will start in 2021, as well as the preservation of the naturally occurring affordable housing on the site is exactly what we need here. The metro area housing shortage cries out for creative solutions and responsive partners like Lupe and this model project. For the City Council, it is our top priority to work with Mayor Carter to address our housing shortage by spurring the development of housing across the spectrum. Naturally occurring affordable housing, new affordable rental housing, market rate ownership, and rental housing. And the good news is, Lupe and partners, we have many wonderful sites in St. Paul and on the east side. So I will work directly with you to find your way to those sites on the east side. So thank you very much. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you to the partners, and congratulations.
I'll just be very brief and acknowledge our development, construction, and design team. Our designers at Pope Architects, Frana team, did the construction. Biff Shattuck and Darren Scott, raise your hand. You guys tolerated us. Thank you very much. And our fantastic development site team. Aaron Dietrich, Vice President of Construction, Cameron Flackney, Assistant Project Manager, Stephanie Hawkinson, raise your hand. We're going to miss you, but you got a new job, and congratulations. She ran the money, and Francine Carney in our back office does the asset management. Without any of them, we couldn't get it done. Thank you all for coming. Have some refreshments, take a tour, and let's get this thing open. Let's get the partners to the ribbon. Mayor and council member, please, if you would man the scissors.
1, 2, 3.
Yay!